Hey guys, welcome back to another Ferrari Formula 1 Evolution video illustrated with 1/18 scale models. This is the Ferrari F2001 under the Hotwheels Elite lineup. I actually bought the car at the Canadian Grand Prix in 2012, and I did the Marlboro decals myself. Of course, Ferrari maintained the driver lineup with Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello. Now, 2001 saw a few changes that were pretty significant, first of which was the Michelin Tire Company joining the crowd, making for another tire war, which meant a big reduction in lap times. Ferrari stayed with Bridgestone, which wasn't a surprise given their close relationship. Another change was the FIA increased the side load impact test, as well as increased the cockpit template size, all to increase safety to the driver. But this did change the appearance to the side pods. The return of traction control came at the Spanish Grand Prix. There was also a few aerodynamic changes put in place to reduce or at least control downforce. The first aerodynamic rule change was to increase the front wing height by 50 millimeters. Doing this reduces the low pressure underneath the main element, meaning less downforce. To compensate, Ferrari ran a 3-element front wing that had an overall larger amount of surface area. Now, downforce is directly related to surface area, so the larger the wing, the more downforce it can create. The end plates again being an area of refinement, and this one includes some extra little bits to help create downforce or otherwise control airflow. There's also a gurney flap on the back of that upper element right there. The F2001 was also known for its very low nose. Now, I couldn't tell you if the design was to gain a little bit of downforce or to control the airflow under the nose, but I suspect it was probably a combination of both. As I mentioned earlier, the side pods you can now see are visually much larger due to being more impact resistant. Now, this definitely had no benefits to the efficiency of the aerodynamics, and it for sure was a new challenge for the designers to work around. The cockpit area was now a little bit bulkier, and this little foam area around the driver's head got a little bit thicker, again just for increased driver safety. If somehow you didn't notice, the Hotwheels Elite cars do not have a driver. Instead, there's an open cockpit with some detailed steering wheel and the racing harnesses. Moving back, Ferrari was one of the few teams to introduce the side winglets to help claw back some downforce. I feel they also helped control the airflow over the rear tires to help reduce overall drag. The periscope style exhaust is nicely detailed on the Hot Wheels Elite models. The shape is now much more ovalized for aerodynamic purposes. The rear wing saw a big change in that the rules only allowed for just 3 elements. The lower rear wing attachment can now only be of a single element as well. Again, teams like Ferrari started using larger elements to compensate, and while I'm sure there was a reduction in rear wing downforce, I think naturally it saw a reduction in rear wing drag as top speeds started to increase on the mid to high downforce tracks. Of course, some of that speed can be attributed to the increase in power, where the Ferrari was now on the plus side of 850 horsepower, with max revs of over 18,000 RPM. The rear diffuser doesn't look a whole lot different than the F1 but with the removal of the elements on this lower attachment to the rear wing, it meant that a lot more work had to go into the actual diffuser under the car to maximize its efficiency. The F2001 proved to be dominant. It was almost 2.5 seconds faster than last year's car in qualifying and held about a 4/10 advantage over rivals McLaren, with a new rival showing up in Williams BMW, who quickly became known for their extremely powerful engine. Now, a lot of credit should go to Bridgestone, who developed a great tire in qualifying, a consistent tire in the race, and their intermediate wet weather tire was leaps and bounds ahead of Michelin's. Michael Schumacher went on to win the championship with ease, taking 9 victories and 11 poles in the process, and Ferrari winning their 3rd straight Constructors title. Now, during the season, I remember Schumacher saying the F2001 was the best car he had ever driven, but that was before he got to drive the F2002. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching.